Okay. Yes, hi, Leo. While I pet the cat, someone go ahead and do the recap.
We walked into a cave. We killed some hellhounds. We killed a aberrant pit. Wow,
Pippi.
pit fiend.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Um,
because of my level up.
and now we are on the tail end of that. What is going?
Goodbye.
Hey Nessa,
Yeah.
am I able to adjust the max health on my character?
No. But yes.
I'm able to adjust my current health, but not my max health.
If you leveled up, it should auto give you HP.
I'm talking on roll 20. Sorry.
Sorry about that. My Discord
Yeah,
just
you can change that.
crashed for some reason.
You should be able
Should-
to edit it.
It's in the gear options.
Ah, perfect. Thank you. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. It's because your character sheet, I did not edit it properly. Let me go ahead and edit it properly. There we go. Now you should be able to go ahead and edit your stuff.
If I get missed by this rain, I'll be disappointed.
It sounds spicy.
Check this out. I don't know how much you can actually see.
Oh my god.
Yeah, nothing compared to the storms we get here in Florida.
Yeah, well, in Florida you get fucking monsoons.
No, they get hurricanes.
My
We
bad.
get literal hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
Tropical storm.
And for some reason, they still live there. But it is what it is.
Even
Hey,
though the whole state.
I don't got much of a choice, Busty.
I know, not you, but like, who puts
Guys.
a Disneyland on a literal sinking thing? Anyway.
Anyways, so
I mean, it is Disneyland that you're talking about. The whole thing is the sinking ship.
last session you guys got
Disney World, not
27,425 XP. You guys leveled up. It was cool. But as the final blow, who dealt the final blow?
I think it was a Lauren.
Vice. No, Vi-
No,
Nice.
it's a Lauren.
Was it a
on
Lauren?
the Pit Fiend or on the Hellhound?
On the
Pit
pit
Fiend.
fiend.
On the pit feed, I'm pretty sure it was a Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I burst it just there at the very end.
Yeah,
but-
you just filled it full of fence posts.
Yeah, I filled it full of a bunch of fence posts and
Logs.
But as the
Long, hard
final
rods.
hit goes through the aberrant pit fiend, shortly after, a strange green glowing light ignites in his chest. It's almost like it's a failsafe in the design, and a explosion. Kind of starts from his core and goes out throughout his entire being, and he is disintegrated into blue and green particles. At which point, I need Vice and Axel to go ahead and do an Arcana check.
What? I can't do an Arcana check?
Soon.
Okay.
Yet.
Is this happening right as it died, or
It's shortly after. So after the last Hellhound dies.
By the way, do you guys use Beyond 20 at all?
Beyond 20?
Yeah, it's an
Roll
extension for Chrome.
No.
So what it does is it combines D&D Beyond with Roll20, so it shows your rolls in Roll20.
Oh, that's really cool.
I did not know that was an extension. We need to look
Yeah,
at
so
that.
I just do it right now. So roll a 13.
Oh, what the hell? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's baller.
So
Fox showed it to me.
Axel, with the delight of everything that is going on, You know for sure that this is a failsafe that is implemented into this creature. Um, and that upon further, well, upon a quick glimpse, these colors are recognizable as a dark blue and whatever the fuck green that is.
So lime green.
Not lime green. Expansion.
Okay.
Gandom.
That green. Whatever the fuck that green is.
Hang on.
I don't know what green that is, but it is that green.
Oh, that teal.
Yeah, teal. I didn't want to say cyan because it's not cyan.
No, it's a teal is
Yeah.
what I would classify that as.
Yes. So
Fuel is more of a blue than a green.
Cyan is blue.
Double D, double A.
so then it is blue and teal particles. There you go. And they are with their proper expansion and mana properties. Vice, with this burst of mana, you go ahead and start to vomit rainbows and
Lovely.
pass out. Because of the sudden rush of magic that is all of a sudden filling the air. Aloran, Bren, and finally Avaroth, you guys can go ahead and roll Arcana checks since you are not so magically inclined.
16.
Hey, look at my new dice.
23.
I would if it actually rolled. I'll have those. 23, 16, and 15. Lauren, you recognize this as a abundance of mana, and that this is probably a bad thing. This creature was feeding off of mana. Actually, you also know this. And that is how it got its power. Avroth. And Bren, you know that there is just a lot of mana in the air now. It's kind of weird. And for Aloran, Axel, you guys know, and it finally dawns on you, this particular area is a ley line, otherwise known as a mana geyser. And it is now...
Dragon Vein?
Huh?
Dragon Vein?
Ley line? Dragon vein? What? What are you talking about?
Guys, bro, you're dumb.
This is a mana geyser, and now with all of the mana particles, magic particles, and expansion particles in the air, the area around you starts to shake and shudder. The acid, the sulfuric acid at the bottom starts to bubble up, and the cavern is starting to collapse around you. The geyser is about to explode.
Run!
Grab the midget first.
We need to skedaddle.
Someone needs to grab Vice.
I'll
I
grab
can
him.
probably carry him.
You're at the
Yeah,
I'm far
entrance.
away. I'm
I'm
far
a
away.
giant frog. I could eat him for a little bit.
You have 3
No.
turns to get out.
Vice is unconscious, right?
Yes. He puked up rainbows and passed the fuck out.
Gotcha.
Who's
I
the fastest here?
not me.
I have a
I'm the
movement speed of
strongest, but I'm not the
35.
fastest.
I have a movement speed of 35, but I'm also very far away.
My movement
I'll
speed
get
is
him.
25.
I'll get him. If I have 3 turns, I have cunning action.
Yes, you guys.
Let me
have 3 turns to essentially figure out how to get out of here.
All right, hang on.
With where Aloran is basically being the exit.
Can I use the little sending stone to ask Lauren if the exit is still actually open?
Yeah, so it's free communication time. Just again, your movement is limited.
I know.
Is
I
the
want to make
exit
sure
still
that.
open?
What did you say?
Is the exit still open?
The exit is still open.
Okay.
Hang on, I need to check something. I need to know if I can turn into this creature or not. Does anyone remember off the top of their head what level druids can start using flying creatures?
Level.
I know very little about
6.
druids.
I'm pretty sure. One moment. Let me.
I just got my book. That's Paladin.
It should say on your wild shape thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's raining. Excellent.
8th.
All right, so I can't do that.
Yeah, 8th level you can fly.
Yes, 8th
4th level is no flying speed. Do you have rope? And how big is the entrance?
I've got rope.
Because you could tie him onto the dragon.
Oh, who left?
Was it raspberry?
If need be.
Sometimes it's raspberry. Yep, it's raspberry.
What do I have?
I probably actually have rope too.
You also have your saddle.
Yeah, but we've also discussed that. Yeah, I have rope. So I can transform into dragon form. You could tie him on the saddle, and I can fly him out. Assuming the entrance is big enough for me to get out.
The entrance that you guys came through is not, but there is a hole at the top that you potentially could fly far enough away from the explosion.
Shall
I
we
say
just do that?
everybody. Can we fit everybody onto the dragon?
Does it? I think the dragon has a weight limit.
All right, so are we doing this in turn order?
No.
Okay. Because I know what I would like to propose. I'll turn into a direwolf, grab him, and because I have dodge dash, I can use that as a bonus action on subsequent turns to move further. Aloran's the only one who has the what is it? Hang on, I'm switching between too many pages on
Who
my
has the
computer.
what?
The cunning action.
I don't have cutting actions.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of Bren.
Ben has cunning
I can
action.
I can still take the dash action though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just
But you're
can't do it
my-
twice.
I can.
Yeah. But I'm already like right next to the exit, so it's not much of an issue for me.
Mm-hmm. Anyone object to this plan?
Mm-mm.
Alright.
I think it would be beneficial if Avroth took Bren.
Oh yeah,
Because
isn't Bren
Bren's
also
unconscious.
Avroth, you get Bren. I'll get Vice. Let's go. Shall we?
Bren is unconscious?
Bren's dead.
He's
Bren's
at 1
dead.
HP.
Would I be able to grab him in my talons?
Yes.
Perfect. Then I will transform into my dragon then. And I will proceed to I'll just scoop him up in my talons.
This is so awesome. I love having a lake out my back. I can see the water going nuts on it.
So everyone has a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Except
You
for
can't-
me. I'm just
Vice and
Dying
Bren are the
there.
only ones that can't get out. You've made a plan to get out, and you do successfully get out in 3 turns.
Oh, we don't have to go through the motions of it? That's awesome.
I just wanted to see what you guys would plan to do to get out in 3 turns.
Alright, well, I'm using my my other shapeshifter.
So as you all successfully get out just in time, there's a welcome back, Raspberry. Is he here?
No.
Raspberry, you were saved by Avroth because we forgot that you were dead.
We
You're
almost
currently in my
forgot.
talons.
So Avroth turned into a dragon. He picked you up with his little dragon talons and carried you off
To safety.
to safety.
Okay.
What's my dragon horde?
So as all of you are getting away, there's a huge explosion in the background of sulfur, sulfuric acid, uh, and just a huge wave of magic goes through you all. It's very sickening, disorienting, um, and it's something that honestly none of you should have ever experienced. But here you are. You land at what you think is a safe spot, as the explosion dies down, um, and as you gather yourselves in the distance, you see 2 familiar silhouettes standing um, atop one of. Wow, I just lost what it was called and I didn't write it down. Um, Atop one of the basalt flats.
Fire.
Um, and as you guys land, they start to run towards you guys.
Do we know these two?
You can do a perception check. Everyone do a perception check to see if
Including
you.
Avroth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
don't think that's helpful.
advantage.
Got it?
Alright,
And, ooh, there we go. My advantage gave me a nat 20.
Oh, heck yeah.
Well,
I would also like to note, assuming I can, when I would fly down to rejoin my compatriots, I'd like to pretty much try and cover them with my wings so any acid spraying down does not land on them. Seeing as I'm immune to acid.
yeah,
This is 28 give me.
yeah. Well, you see the 2 that are coming towards you. Are Wickerman and Alexandra. Wickerman has a mask, type muzzle over his mouth. It has like plugs that are plaguing his nose and like a mask that covers his mouth, so that way when he breathes in, he's not like breathing in any of the sulfur. And Alexandra is in the form that you guys had originally met her in, where she has her horns, her black eyes, all of the charms, and she has a crow following her in her full assassin's regalia. Um, they meet up with you guys, and Wickerman doesn't talk to you at all, but he does sign hello to you all in sign language. And Alexandra says, "It's such a relief to see that all of you are alive. I was not expecting an explosion. What did you do?"
We didn't do anything. It just exploded when we killed it.
So, are you saying that the pit fiend exploded?
It was on top of the ley line. It was feeding on the ley line. When we killed it, all that mana got suddenly released.
The sulfur mine was a ley line?
From my understanding, yes.
That doesn't sound right. It's just a sulfur mine.
So it's full of sulfuric acid now, and it's definitely on a ley line. Most definitely. Wait, I'm still a wolf.
Bark,
I-
bark, bark.
Wickerman totally understands you, nods, and then signs
way.
exactly what you said to Alexandra.
Of course, the werewolf would understand the druid and a wolf form.
After I spit Vice out of my mouth, mind you.
Vice is just lying on the ground unconscious.
Still like
With a giant dire wolf over him.
fucking rainbows still spewing out of his mouth.
I look at that
Uh,
regretfully.
I'm going to kind of lift up one of my. I'm going to deposit Bren down on the ground and be like, "Do we need to do anything for him?"
Do
Nah,
we
he'll
need to
wake
do
up in the
anything
morning.
for him?
I'm going to be remembering when that one time that I tried to heal
Siegfried?
Siegfried.
Ask permission first. With this party, apparently. I don't know. Do we need to do anything for Bren?
I mean, I can revive whenever. Once per day.
He's just enjoying being carried around right now, being a little passenger princess.
Passenger princess.
I mean, I would have revived during the trip or before the trip. It's just
You weren't here.
fucking everything died.
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna nuzzle Bran with my snout.
Okay.
Trying to wake him up. You know, like dogs do.
That's true.
Averoth is going to shrug like a dragon would shrug.
With your wings, go like.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know you can only shrug with one shoulder right now.
Yeah.
So the dragon only shrugs with one shoulder. Told you. Loopy stuff. Alexandra goes ahead and says, Wickerman, why don't you take them back to the castle? I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that the, sulfur mine might be operable. Scattered
I'll
out,
go
make
with
sure
you.
that there's, no more aberrations.
I'll go with you.
As much as I would love to, we can have our conversation later. This is more of a us thing.
Us thing.
Busing?
If
I'm gonna give up on Bren and go over and stand by Lauren.
if it's too dangerous to actually mine in the sulfur mines, then it's a lost cause. But if we can open trade for the sulfur mine, that'll help us a lot.
Imagine.
So it's better if just one of us goes. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
You underestimate me.
Yes, and I don't really want to have that conversation with Kana.
Fine.
You understand my hesitation.
Yeah, I suppose Lady Kana wouldn't be too happy if you let one of us die.
Exactly. She goes ahead and takes off towards the bubbling over sulfur. Hi, Leo. And Wickerman kind of signs to you all to follow him He signs more stuff and then kind of stops and just, and then just waves for you guys to follow.
It's not like we understand sign language, anyways.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go over to Vice and lick Vice's face to try to wake him up.
Vice wakes up.
Vice, you wake up to a giant dog licking your face.
Um,
You taste Fruit Loops.
gross.
Which is even
Gross.
more confusing because you have no idea what they are.
You taste Fruit Loops, gummy worms, and warheads in your mouth all at the same time.
Gross.
That sounds really gross.
Welcome to the world of magic.
Magic spirit.
Delicious.
It's just rainbow.
Did you know they changed Fruit Loops flavor so they're all the same flavor now?
Yeah.
Taste the rainbow. Okay, we're heading back to the castle now.
It seems so.
He does ask if you guys need, well, as you guys get further and further, he takes off his muzzle. And he asks, does anybody need rest?
I can do for a nap, considering I'm literally just a shambling corpse when I revive.
Wait,
I'll probably need rest
When
when
when the fuck did Bren wake up?
About
I'm
halfway through the flight.
definitely gonna need rest when I revert. Because
Because it's gonna take you guys about a day to get back.
yeah.
Yeah, we could probably do with a rest.
With a long rest. So you guys go ahead and take a long rest. And, he has supplies. So,
Okay.
it's mostly meat, though.
You
know,
say that like
I'm-
it's a problem.
He's a werewolf. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to have much other than meat.
In the middle of the quote unquote rest, night, evening, whatever time of day, I think all of you have lost track at this point. Alexandra comes back. She smells awful. Like rotting eggs, as sulfur does.
I will offer her a friendly prestidigitation.
She gladly takes it. Um, and she says, thankfully, the mines are salvageable.
Perfect.
Though I do worry a little bit about that ley line. It's funky at best.
Unstable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, that means you can just mark the price up, right?
yeah, it does. We will need
Because not only is it more dangerous, it's also on a ley line. Who knows what kind of mystical, magical properties it has?
I don't think we want magic sulfur. That
They
sounds
don't
like
have to know that it's
Bah.
not. They can just think it might be. You don't say that it is. You say that it could be.
It
Yes,
most
but-
definitely is.
You have a good point, Axel. Which brings me to quite a few conundrums. I'm gonna go ahead and need to talk with Licia about the options of going back to our old trade partners back in Denmark. I hope you guys don't mind taking a quick stop on your way today, Ren.
We should have totally got some sulfur out before we left, though. Magic
Uh,
bombs.
Bombs?
Denmark.
Yeah.
Uh,
Something wrong, Axel?
uh, 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 Why them?
Oh, back in the past, they were one of our biggest, well, traders, friends, I guess you could say, of,
It's been a
sulfur.
while since I hunted in Denmark. I wouldn't mind it.
Mm,
Of, sulfur salts. If
I
you,
think I know why he's having issues.
uh,
I think we would all have a bit of issues.
Uh,
it would be nice just to go ahead and, let them know that we will be back in business for our loving sulfur salts. They used to buy it in the boxes, crates.
I wish your delegation luck.
It would only be there for 5 days.
They can stay on the boat, right?
I mean, if you want,
And the boat would be considered sovereign territory, right?
I don't see why not.
Okay,
Bessie,
cool.
what'd you do in Denmark?
I might or might not be a wanted criminal there last I checked.
Who would have
Wasn't that
thought
so
that?
long ago though? I mean, why would they still be looking for you?
Mm.
They're still alive, aren't they?
Who?
If you have to ask, then I'm not telling you.
I
I'm pretty sure I know. All things considered. This is gonna be a fun trip.
well, while you guys are in Denmark, it'll just be a 5 day trip. On the fifth day, you guys will be leaving the Dayren, and after that, um, we'll be departing. I do actually hope to ask Vice's help.
Four.
We need to hire some specialty dwarves that can um help us realign the mines. The mines are in a complete atrocious state down there. We just need some helpers, some extra hands to help us. Well, you know.
I think that can be arranged. I have a couple of people I can help.
That would be awesome. Um, and then my last request is actually to Axel. Do you know of any other alchemists that would be able to help train some of our youngers to make sulfur salts?
If they're willing to travel, yeah. I don't know of any personally that'd be willing to come here, but I know of one or two that'd be willing to teach at where they live.
That's perfectly fine. All of us are willing to travel.
All right. Then you'll hang on, I'm looking into my notes. Then you'll just you can visit Nerbert Benar in, let me find the map. What's the
Here, let me put up the. Do you need the world map or
I
Ver?
need the world map.
The world.
Say what?
The whole world.
Holy shit, everything turned
Varen.
blue. What the hell?
Actually, I need Varen because it's one of the cities in Varen on the coast, right?
Isn't it Port Hermalt?
Port Hermalt, yes. In Port Hermalt, you can see Nerbert Ben Berenber.
Well, thankfully, after this whole conference shenanigans, we should be able to go ahead and visit the port freely. So that should be good for us. Um, thank you. Now that with all of those pleasantries done, let's rest up and get on our way. I would like to get back home and out of these stupid basalt lands.
No, it's quite nice here.
Yeah.
Glares.
Until a beholder walks up
What?
on you.
Shouldn't we accident? Wouldn't you want like some of the things from here, at least a little bit, for potions?
I think they've kind of all exploded.
Other than sulfur.
Other
I
than
mean,
sulfur.
you can use sulfur to make bombs.
It's gonna take more than just sulfur, though.
Yes, but sulfur is a key ingredient.
This is true, but I believe I already might have some in that bag I received, but I don't know.
Oh, I forgot about that. Fuck. Fuck. Anyways.
Sure, I'll grab some sulfur.
So when you go back, actually, when you prestidigitated her, you actually were able to get like the sulfur off of her. So
Out
she
of
just dropped sulfur from her body.
Alright.
So
I'll be back.
you were able to get like
say half a pound sounds about reasonable
yeah,
for
I was
that.
gonna say like half a pound.
Alright, so
Of
I'm just
raw
going to...
sulfur, unprocessed.
So 8 ounces.
Is that how much?
Half a
Yes,
pound.
that's half a pound.
Okay, cool. I don't know.
I made it so it's easily divisible for other things, so I put that I have 8 1-ounce units of sulfur.
All right, but like same raspberry. I've done that.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Um, after your guys' long rest, don't forget to do your long rests, by the way.
Yep, I did.
Okay, good.
No, yes.
I've already converted my. I didn't actually do it in D&D Beyond.
Um, after your
But-
guys' long rest, uh, um,
Oh my goodness. Ugh.
you guys start to head back to the thing, the place with the thing, the city.
City?
The what now?
The city.
Oh, the city. I thought you said the ditty. I was like, what the heck's a ditty?
The titty.
The ditty. You guys head back.
Diddy doo diddy diddy da da.
You guys head back to the city. And Wickerman goes ahead and bids his adieus. He says, I am going to go ahead and take my leave for rest. Ooh. And Alexandra says, I'm going to take you to the castle. We have some other things to discuss. So she goes ahead and takes you guys to the castle. And when you get there, there's someone waiting for you at the castle gate. There's a hooded figure with metallic fastenings. He looks up at you, and he has orange eyes.
Do I know this person?
No.
I think the better question is, do I know this person?
Yes.
That's what I thought. I had a feeling.
Um,
Where
Ale-
do I
Ale-
know him from?
hold on, let me complete it. You will know in just a second.
Okay.
Alexandra goes ahead and bows. And all of her her normal self goes ahead and kind of melts away, and her horns, her charms, and everything, and she's just in a black gown. She bows, and there's a chill as two simple words are said from her mouth. Bren, you should recognize these words as she says, Lord Vecna. It is good to see you. And his voice.
Uh,
What's up?
I don't recognize that.
Yeah, you do.
He's one of the vampire lords.
No.
No?
No. If you don't. If you. He is the person. He's your
Person?
handler. He was your handler. Raspberry.
Oh,
The, in the very beginning, remember we had to figure out a name for the head,
yeah,
and that was the name of the head of the CIA, basically.
yeah. I remember
Uh,
now.
that is the name of the guy. And the only things that you could remember of him were what?
We came up with this like a year ago.
I know. Um, his orange eyes, and his metallic is basically metallic claws were the only things that he let people see of him. Otherwise, he was just a whisper on the wind. He was the ultimate shadow. When he got involved is when you knew that shit was fucking going down. He knew everything. He was the head of the intelligence division. Everyone in your order took orders from him. And obviously he took orders from the king. Or at least you thought. Um his voice is undeniably recognizable because it grates like gravel, yet vibrates like swords that clash. And he says, Alexandra, I have news. I have news for all of you. It concerns the current events and our tangible alliance with the Dark Elves. He stands up, and you see his metallic made claws, his flesh turned to armor. His movements are smooth yet so artificial, like a snake that just shed its skin but chose to still use it. Uh, the two of them goes ahead and takes you all to the war room. And they sit in their respective seats. Vecna with his hood still over his head. And he points to where you guys were. And he says, I bet that there was a ley line here that exploded. Am I correct?
You don't say.
Yeah, something like that.
There are 3 other ley lines that blew up for no other reason.
Hmm.
At the same time or
At-
at different times?
At different times.
It was likely a chain reaction. All the ley lines are connected, aren't they?
Correct. At least that is what we have believed so far.
So if a massive surge of mana is going to happen in one of them, it wouldn't be too far off the dot to say, hey, they could
But
all.
where did they happen?
One of them happened very far south at the pole of Denmark. One of them happened at the heart of Layla. The other one happened deep below Dayran.
Layla.
Correct?
That's on the other side of the.
Of the world. A whole different
Yeah,
continent.
hang on. Can you say those again, please? You said one here, one in the south in Denmark, one. Where were the
In
other ones?
Layla.
At the heart of Layla.
Ballet.
Raleigh.
Mhm.
And one in Dayren.
So then, unless
Two.
it
Oh
had to,
boy.
it had to be separate
Where are
instances,
we?
because
Where are we on Vale Haven?
You are at the Dark Isle.
Oh boy.
those are too far away to be connected to.
You're
Yeah,
thinking
ley
two-dimensionally.
lines. Yeah, they don't exactly act in terms of normal distance.
I might be thinking wrong, only doing 3 dimensions now that you mention it, but I just want to point out that if this is on a sphere, they're across from each other.
If assuming that it's that big, and this isn't
Right.
just like an archipelago.
Vice says assuming that the world is round.
Well, you're also assuming that this is the entirety of the world.
Yeah.
This is indeed the entirety of the world.
Oh,
Shit.
North Pole, South Pole?
Kind of, this is cut off a little bit, to where the north and the south isn't represented properly. There is a little bit more land further south, that has, that
is it
isn't,
habitable?
it isn't inhabitable.
Mhm.
It's,
And then
it's
if,
sub-zero
if we
cold.
were if we
Question.
were to sail this direction, we would end up hitting Lille, or assuming the world is round.
Yes.
Uh,
There's, uh, imagine on the sides, there's just more sea than there
Yeah.
is shown here.
Yeah.
Question.
Answer.
I did go to the College of Ashen. Is there a world coordinate system?
Yes.
I want to look at this creepy dude and ask for the precise coordinates of them, and I want to do a little bit of math with my limited knowledge to figure out anything.
There is some correlation to, they are, when you do the coordinate math, I'm not going to actually do it with you because I'm not going to be
'Cause-
that technical.
No, the most I was asking for is like maybe a roll to determine if I can do it. I don't actually want to do it either.
But he does it with you because
Okay.
he's also done it. And
Okay.
he says that if you go ahead and do the coordinates within 100 miles within each other.
Plus or minus, because I mean, our coordinates are just as accurate as we can get them.
Yes. And he says that, yeah, everything coordinate wise are within 100 miles of where they originally thought that the ley lines were. Which means that they are cardinally directed.
Mm-hmm. What was the order and time between them?
All within this week. There's also something else that has been happening. And that is that magic has been going wild. Runes and magic users have not been able to contain their magic properly. At least users that are not trained.
A lot of wild magic going on, huh?
Could
Right.
you take a look at this? And I'm gonna hand him my Ouija notebook.
I have to look at the notebook.
He can't see anything in it, can he?
No.
Only we can read our notebooks.
Yeah, he looks at the notebook and there's nothing written in it for him.
Oh, right, magic gods. I'm gonna read it to him.
What part
You
are
want
you?
me to act?
Yeah, I want you to actually read it out.
So this is, I think, in our adventures, we've been coming to the realization that about 300 years or so ago,
500.
the world, 500 years or so ago, the world exploded and ended and was subsequently rebuilt. And this journal is a journal of the Ouijas from the before
Wait.
world.
I think this is
Um,
news to everybody. Hold on.
Wait, I look at you. Hang on, my character knew this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I look at you like, wait, did you guys? You guys knew all this, right?
Well, we knew about
It's
the
in
whole world ending thing before.
Yeah, and our journals are the journals of the gods in the before world.
Wait, I think my journal has something written that mentions something similar to what's happening right now too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, mine does. She. This is from the perspective of Ouijas, the before Ouijas, which we are assuming is the same as the after Ouijas, but the existential stuff beyond my understanding or kin of a mortal creature. I ran into Artemis, and she said she was looking for Vryssis. How fun! How funny! So was I. She told me that all the magic on the mortal plane was going wild. The harvester was supercharged and running on a rampage. She said that the ley lines were bursting with magic and that it was complete chaos.
Mine says things don't make sense. I went on a hunt, just a simple one with Scotty, and before I knew it, a sandworm that would normally be no problem became a problem. It had the magical powers of a din. We took it down with ease, but we took further look around, and before we knew it, things were crumpling around us. It was a horror. Magic was wild. Scotty said she needed to check on her home. The humans must be in panic. So I checked on the wilds, only to find that one of the ley lines had exploded. It was horrible. The wilds had become barren. Or was everything, and at its center, Orisa was fighting the harvester. The beast was huge. It must have fed off the wild energy. Orisa, she is best off if I do not interrupt. I must go find Versus. If I can find him, if I can find out why the magic is destroying the plane, where is he where is he hiding?
Mine continues. We headed to Farla. I can't pronounce this. Fargana, who was also panicking, trying to repair the magic with some mages, but failing. He told us that the ley lines were abandoned and all the magic was being rerouted to a core somewhere down below,
Oh, Farlangen.
into the Underdark. When I heard that, I knew we only had a little bit of time. We either stop Rissus or the Underdark is going to come to us. It was a theory, but no matter what happens, it was bad. I told Artemis to find Io and Io Meteor, and they were the key. It was up to the rest of us to find Rissus. And before this entry, there are other things about. Hang on, I'm looking for it now. Giant celestial. I know Io and Io Meteor means a lot, but Thrissus made magic, molded it to be free, a cute network that flows in an infinite loop. No way it could break, unless no, he couldn't be. I know Io and Io Meteor means a lot, but would he be make a giant celestial cannon just to end the world?
Who is this Rhysis? I
He's the god of
recognize his
magic.
name.
He's the
Vryssis
god of magic.
was the old
Thrissus
god of
is the old of
magic.
gadget.
Okay, he is
His
referenced in my book as well.
He is, well, known to be one of the old gods. Old gods are referred to as one of the creators. Vryssis created Io and Io Meteor. Um, there used to be a mural. It came about a long time ago, but it has been lost long ago. Only those that are, well, old, like myself, remember it. Versus made Io and Io Meteor. Let's see. Can I remember all the rest of it? We have Hell. Hell made Seker. to be her guardian. We had Farlongen and Orisa. Those are the old gods. Farlongen made... No, Orisa made Ondur and Corellin, sisters. Farlongen made Balder, Weejas. No. Weejas was gifted. A random entity that was created. Farlongen made Balder and Artemis and Skadi Hanseth. He wanted the company of his children to share his knowledge with. That is the old story. At least that is the story that, well, I remember. Where they are now, I have no idea. But
Artemis
versus
is stuck somewhere in between.
Versus is no longer the god of the magic, but he is definitely has a presence here. There's an old sailor's story of these crystalline beasts upon Valehaven. It is said that these beasts were created out of hatred and blood. Versus himself made them out of punishment for our
What?
sins. I have no idea, but it is a plague upon this world. Luckily, that plague stays in Valehaven.
And it's not like the
Right.
Harvester's on a rampage, at least. We've got
How
the whole Gaia lady,
Can
but...
I roll
how did the
anything?
world end?
Hold on, that's too many
Like,
questions at the same time. One person at a time.
okay. Go ahead.
Who was first?
I think it was Paul.
Paul first.
I was just commenting, well, in character to this person, well, at least we don't have to worry about the Harvester going amok. I mean, we've got this whole Gaia lady, but the Barons need a bit of greenery.
Correct, considering your book said that four... Well, who was it? Whose book was it?
Aloran, yeah.
Yes, Aloran's book had said that that part of the continent was originally called Four,
Mm-hmm.
and not the Barons.
Can I roll anything to try and know something about the crystalline beasts he's talking about?
Have you ever been to Valehaven?
No, but the bow might have.
That is correct. Go ahead and roll a history check for me then.
16.
None of the hunters can necessarily remember just off of a simple description. If he had like drawings or maybe a better description, they might, but none of them have heard any tale of these crystalline beasts other than elementals.
I ask him if he has like a depiction or a image of these beasts that he's talking about.
He doesn't have them offhand. Joey, what did you want to say?
Oh, I just wanted to ask, does anybody know what caused the world to end in the first place?
The celestial cannon.
And I'm going to ask, did Rysis create said cannon?
That's
In-
weird.
Probably.
Probably. It's complicated.
We don't. It's so complicated. We don't understand it entirely.
So It, um, is anyone familiar with something called a beyond shell?
No.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. You are referencing that. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Maybe you should just tell them.
Yeah. So I'll open up my book, and I'm not going to read all of it. I'm going to synopsis. Something was going on with Aya Meteor. She was sick. So I'm going to start partway through my book. Vysis has figured something out. She is sick with something that is not cured unless her people is killed. And if her people are killed, she will become dormant till the people find love for her again. How could they? How could this happen? Rysis has found a way, but he needs to get things ready. He told me that if he is to succeed, then all will be well. It will be like nothing happened. She'll be safe, and I can stay with her forever. I trust only my family. The others will never understand. Hell has only given us enough support, but she craves souls. How gluttonous. The final steps are coming. Rysis has changed, yes, but I would trust him with everything, even if he becomes what most gods fear. But surely that would never happen to him. He is doing this for the greater of all the plane. So this can never happen again. He is doing this so a follower can never again use the power of a god against them. How insane that we have mortals powerful enough to do such a thing. All mortals should be punished for this. If I could, I would bathe all in eternal flames. But for now, we shall seek shelter in what Bryces is calling a beyond shell, saying things like, when the time is right, it will blossom and we will be free, a new world before us, new mortals to worship us, and see our new blessings blossom like lotus flowers on a rainy day. That is what I have.
Yeah, there's the very first entry in Artemis's journal mentioned about how, according to Versus, Io Meteor was being killed by her followers, and she went to see Farengar, or Artemis went to see Farengar and ask if it is even possible for
Farlongen.
that to happen. Farloggen, sorry.
My mind is racing with the possibilities, but no certain answers.
Please share them. I would love to hear them. I'd also like to hear from the other two that haven't said shit.
Well, what to say on it? Everyone's reading books, and
Bren
I don't
and
have.
Vice are always playing their cards way too close to their chest.
Not sad. It's just that book doesn't have anything on this kind of topic, other than the souls are an alternative form of energy than magic.
That is a concern and another wrinkle to consider.
Hmm.
I'm not going to steal everyone's time with my thoughts. I have lots of them, but there are other people here. Bring yours.
I don't have that many thoughts right now.
Hmm.
Most of what I have is speculation and no way to verify, so it doesn't really matter till I come up with something else. They're just hypothesis at this point.
And I'm sure this is the first time Vice has heard the order in which the gods were created.
Io has. Hang on.
Did anybody write that down?
Right, what down?
The
Like
order.
the order?
The
I
order.
couldn't. No.
Oh.
Do you want me to repeat it?
Probably better.
So, someone, something, an entity created Farlongen, Orisa, and Versus. and hell. Versus made Io and Io Meteor, lovers to be bound forever. Hell made Seker to be her guardian forevermore.
Risa made Relen and Under.
To be the sun and the moon for everyone to gaze at.
And then
Barlongen made the most with
Alder, Artemis, Scotty, and
Hansen,
Hanseth.
so he could share his knowledge with all of his children. The last one is Wee Joss, who was gifted to them all. She is the youngest and the funniest.
What, did she just like manifest one day?
No one knows where she came from.
She
But
literally just willed herself into existence.
she doesn't even know. They think that one uh gifted them to her as a
Little sister.
yeah, kind of just
Yeah.
as a reminder.
Could you say
She
again?
looks.
Sorry, go ahead.
Say what again?
Farlargan, who he made.
Barlongen
Made
made
Alder, Hanseth, Scotty, and Artemis.
and Henseth.
Yeah, I can just paste you what I have here.
Balder, Artemis, uh, Scotty, and Henseth. Scotty and Balder were made at the same time. They are brother and
They're
sister.
brother and sister, yeah.
Correct.
Also, I'd like to just like throw this out there. Feel like there's this like really interesting dynamic between Artemis and Ellen, based off of what I'm reading in this journal.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Uh,
know.
I don't know what to talk about. Uh,
Something a little bit fruity there.
you should read Corellin's journal.
I don't think I can.
No, I can though.
Maybe that's why Corellin liked to learn.
Yeah, she was like,
Really, is that really why? Because he was Artemis's champion?
she was like, I smell fruit. You are destined to be fruit.
I smell shins.
We're talking about your goddess. I hope that's okay. I love you. Uh, is is there anything else that you guys want to talk about for the gods and goddesses before I can continue on?
So, I do have like one thing to consider. If universe was like essentially reset to save Io Meteor from her followers, is the reason she's not really present now is because she doesn't really have any worshippers and she's still in her dormant form?
Uh, I don't know if anyone here has the answer for that. Neither Alexandra or Vecna has the answer for that.
Hmm. But Io is still present, isn't she?
Io?
Yeah.
He is barely
Or
present.
he, yeah.
He
There are no
had
dragons.
enough power to send one person.
A singular person.
And that was
Moi.
it.
His one envoy.
And his
He
envoy.
yeeted me into a dirt pile.
Now, mind you, that one person was supposed to be sent when you guys got your letters.
Oh wow. That's very late.
They had a plan and something went wrong, and we don't even know what the plan was fully.
Man, I just feel like we're a bunch of freaking chess pieces. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, that's true of any of us anywhere at any time. It's just whether we're being moved by family, friends, kings, priests, or gods.
Nah. It becomes a lot more apparent whenever you look behind the curtain.
Sometimes you're puppeting yourself and have your head up your own ass.
Are you talking about my management?
Yes, I was actually.
So as long as we're done, there are other things to talk about.
Exciting. Oh, by the way, everybody, whenever y'all were like taken to the castle or whatever initially, and I disappeared, it was Alexandria who drug me aside.
Are you saying that in character?
Yes.
She laughs and she points to Axel and she says, "He knows."
He
I
does?
do? Sure, I do.
Well, you
do?
saw him pulled away.
You
Pretty
Well,
sure it was me that
saw.
saw
yes.
him.
No, I saw him too.
I just didn't know y'all knew who it was.
Yeah, no, he saw.
I saw some. Sure. Okay, I'll take it. Why not? I know the big scary dude.
Chick.
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 Y'all, you don't remember Alexandria? We fought
I
her.
thought, hang on. I thought she was talking about Vecna.
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no. No, 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 no. You guys. No, 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 no.
No, yeah, no, me and Vecna, nope,
I
I have
think
no,
I think Bren would shit himself if you
if
guys confronted
knew each,
Vecna. I think Bren would just be like, "Alright, I'm just gonna dies."
yeah.
Question: does Vecna recognize Brett?
Yeah, he's been
Oh.
staring at him like the whole time. Kind of like old
What
times,
does
huh?
Vector
So,
think I'm the
Mr.
Dragonborn?
Mr.
doesn't
Vecna
care.
dude, who's totally not associated with mind flayers in a supernatural drama about teenage
Shut
youths
up.
whatsoever. Why are you coming to us about this, and how is it our problem? Why should we care, and what do you want us to do about it? We shared our information. If that's what you wanted, well, okay.
Information is always delightful. That is my line of work. It always will be.
Are you secretly a god of knowledge?
No. That is Farlongen.
I know, I was teasing you, gosh.
I'm also.
I mean, obviously you can tell why she gave me her book.
I'm also here to let you know that Tavane is sending an official delegation to unite the vampires and dark elves here. Under his sister, he is also going to send troops here to help fend off the aberrations. So what you guys have done is very, very helpful, and you have caught his attention, and he sends his best regards. He hopes to see you very, very soon.
How soon?
Is Day Ren soon enough?
He's gonna be a Dayren.
Yes,
It's a bit of a trip.
he says he wishes to see the world leaders.
Exciting.
Wait, he's not sending us. No, he's not. Never mind. That's sorry,
Oh,
brain.
nothing to do with us.
We're
Yeah,
going
we're
to
going to
Dayren for
Denmark.
unrelated. Yeah, we're going to Denmark then Dayren. We're making a pit stop in Denmark.
Yep.
He is
While
also
we're there, I feel like we should probably investigate the whole exploding ley line, Delia.
Mm,
potentially. He is also offering to open official trade routes with the Dark Isle. Though no pirates are allowed, so Alicia has to get a global trade agreement. So that is something that she has to deal with.
No longer a pirate. SMH.
But she will have a global trade agreement, which means that more ports will be open to the Dark Isle. Yay.
yay, New World Order.
The college has also stopped classes. They have sent students home, and is commencing with preservation magic for the plane.
The plane.
Wait, the plane isn't. What?
Wait, what?
There is someone that is that would like to talk to you. And since no one has been able to find Versus in 500 years, the College of Ashen, the dean, the principals, and the higher ups are all doing their best. So please, if you have any questions about the preservation of the plane,
Wait, the plane's in danger?
I have someone that I would like you to talk to. He takes out a crystal ball from underneath his robe and he puts it in the middle of the table. And he calls Farlongen's name in Celestial, and the room dims, and a glowing astral projection of Farlongen fills one of the seats. And Farlongen smiles in his old and wise stature, and he looks around and he says, "Ah, well, hello, everyone. It is so nice to see you. Thank you, Vecna, for delivering my orb. Let me introduce myself. I am the Dean of the College of Ashen and the God of Knowledge and Travel, Farlongen."
Oh. So okay.
Ah!
I was not aware you were the Dean of the College of Ashen. I'm
I was
going to
not
leave
aware.
now.
I was
Farewell.
not. I was not aware that the College of Ashen was led by a god.
Well,
Edward goes to walk out the fucking room. He's like, I'm leaving.
wait!
Goodbye.
Don't leave, my friend. I'm sorry that if I have upset you in any way, I would like to have
So you're
conversation.
the one who let them steal my research.
I was not aware of any research stolen.
No, of course not.
Were you also not aware of the College of Ashen attempting to kidnap me?
Mistakes were made?
Mistakes.
Look, okay, I am here to make amends. I am here to also ask for your help. There is a lot of things that need to be addressed.
Okay. Well, let's start off with the, giant in the room. The plane?
Right. Let me start from the beginning. He gets up, and he kind of like starts circling around with his hands behind his back, as he starts to tell this grandiose story. Since the loss of our old friend Drissus, I've been trying to keep the magic of the plane in check. And the college was my tool to do just that, but now I am losing control. Someone else's took it back, it seems, and time is running out for us all, and I am very sorry to put you, my friends, in the line of fire, but you must get to the other side. You must stop the flip and fix the mistakes we all made 500 years ago. I'm just as much to blame as Versus, so please do not be mad at any of us for what we have done. So, to tell you the truth, we only wanted to stop mortals for doing what they did to us back then. I mean, ugh, look at me rambling. I feel like I'm in a lecture again. Versus did what he thought was right. He thought was just. And honestly, I feel a little lost without him.
He has the right to annihilate all of mortal kind just because they threatened to kill one of his children.
He never did. He didn't kill anybody. The truth is, he never killed a single mortal.
They're on the other side, aren't they?
500 years ago, the plane split into two. He took the Underdark, and he brought it to the light. That everyone knew as the Underdark is now just a separate plane. Our world was split into two continents. Two planes of existence that teeter on a what is that child's toy? The thing that go
Seesaw.
yes, seesaw. A thing that go back forth. And it is a balancing act. It goes
Pendulum would also be an excellent analogy.
back and forth, and it worked for a long time until it didn't. It's the balancing of souls that wasn't working. The original system for the magic works on one side, but not the other. And the incoming of souls on both sides works for one side, our side, but not for the other. The balancing act doesn't work anymore. And as
You
much
mean it never worked? And
correct,
now the imbalance is reaching a critical tipping point.
correct.
And so how are we supposed to fix this?
Someone is tampering on the other side. But all of us on this side can't see the other side. There's something in the way. We don't know what this thing is. Some of us can temporarily see for a very short time. It's like a veil or like a wall that you can open the window to and scream out.
What you're saying is you want a group of people you can send to the other side of this veil to fix the imbalance.
It would be nice to have one plane again.
Yes, but wouldn't the issue that Versus was trying to avoid in the first place be caused again?
No, because he fixed it in the first place.
And what was the point in splitting the planes in two?
He put all of the followers of Iometeor on one plane and took her to the other, a plane where she had no followers and could recover without killing the followers themselves.
Correct.
Yes, but they're still there, aren't they?
No, they were here. The veil prevents their belief, from reaching her, and so she went dormant
Right.
on that side. And then by reunifying the plane, she will have followers again and come out of it.
But she's not here.
No, she's on
But
the
are
other
they
plane.
not?
She's not
Since
there.
they're not.
She's
What?
in between.
She's. How do you survive in between?
I don't
The
know. Ask
shell.
Artemis.
The shell. I see.
The shell that Io mentioned.
Yes.
Artemis is on the
He's-
other side.
And how
The
the hell did she
shell.
save me?
She comes. We can go to other sides for a very short amount of time.
Like sticking your head between
Through a
rooms. You
window.
can't go all the way.
You can stick your head through a window for a very short amount of time, but it gets uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable.
I think I understand now.
It's been hard. And I've been doing as much research and tampering as much as I can, and up until now I have not had any answers.
Okay, well, you want a small group of individuals to go and rectify this issue on the other side. How would we get to the other side?
We are getting the gate pieces.
We're building the portal.
Is the gate is the
Seker,
death gate the open is the death gate the way to the other side?
Seker and Hell, may they fail safe? Yes?
Ah, so we're going to speak with Seker. Presumably.
I did not know about it until I found an ancient text in,
What, aren't you supposed to be the god of knowledge or whatever?
well, yes. How do you think I knew about this? I found it in a
So-
Sons of Seker
I have a
text.
question. Which side has the magic imbalance? Which side has the soul imbalance? And what are the, in a nutshell, the basic details on that?
Our side has the magic imbalance. Their side has the soul imbalance.
And that's what's causing the ley lines to explode.
We're getting more magic,
We're getting too much magic.
We're getting
and
too much
because we're getting the magic isn't being divided and recycled evenly. It's tilting heavily on this side, on their side, on our
So,
side.
I do
Whereas
have a-
on the other hand, we're losing souls to that side, so that means that we have a much smaller population than we should.
I do have one question.
Yeah? No? I don't know about the nature of souls, actually. I don't know what
Similar.
I don't know what the imbalance would
The
cause.
the gods are wanting souls, correct? But since there are no people on their side, they're not getting any souls.
Well, all the souls go to Seker and Hell, don't they?
They can't recycle souls if they can't get to them.
Yeah, so all the
Mhm.
souls are kind of just building up over here,
Over there.
Over there.
over here.
Over
They can't
there.
get there.
Over there.
They
So
pass
we have
from
got-
ours, they pass from our side over to the other.
So I have
In the
another
same way,
question.
magic when it's put, imagine it like a filter, a divider. It's dividing it unevenly. So every time the magic cycles through, more of it ends up on our side than should, and every time souls cycle through, more of it ends up on their side over time. Over time, we'll end up with all the magic and no souls, and that place will end up with all souls and no magic.
So
Is that-
overpopulation. So they'll have overpopulation while you guys will have underpopulation.
Right.
And
Okay.
we'll have too much magic while they'll have too little magic, and that gives rise to a whole nother problem where
They're going to
souls
turn
can
into
be
boom.
used- souls can be used as a fuel source for magic. And if they want magic on that side, they might turn to consuming souls. And as far as I know, you can't make souls from magic.
Unless you turn to blood magic.
Either way, it gets
Oh,
very
like
nasty
this.
very quickly.
Which
Alliance
was
capable of
which
blood
was something that you guys came across here.
What?
Mhm.
Was that fiend a result of blood magic?
No. I think we're talking about what happened with the harvester, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was consuming souls for power.
Mm-mm. What about those children?
The children that were put into those stones. I presume they were using that for fueling the harvester, though, weren't they?
Were they?
Hmm.
They were using it to resurrect her, to create her a soul from magic. To
Well, she
create,
was already in existence, just heavily weakened. By
yeah,
consuming
and
souls, she grew stronger.
they were repairing her soul.
Because that's what
That
fiends do.
that was using souls to repair another soul though, through magic power.
Yeah, but
What
it
else
doesn't
can you do
create.
with that?
You could use it and empower a person to a godly stance.
Hmm.
If you infuse a person with enough souls, could they potentially become a god?
I mean,
Never been done before.
the
Just
harvester
because
is
that's never
considered
doesn't.
the harvester is considered a demigod, but she's also fueled off the power of hell, isn't she?
Mm-mm.
But that's just because it's never been done before. Doesn't mean it's not impossible.
She is a fiend.
Regardless,
She is not a devil.
no, I said demigod.
Yes. She is fueled by false worshippers. She was originally fueled by the dark elves that had turned away from Corellin.
Right. Well, regardless, we don't need to worry about any of that because we're gonna stop this before it gets to that point.
It might be something as simple as they just need to communicate, because it sounds to me like the planes were always supposed to come back together, and maybe something. I look at our guest, or someone has been keeping them apart, messed up all the timetables.
Well, I mean, the plan was, I mean, it was supposed to all be balanced. Well, I don't believe it was ever in the playbook to reunite the planes.
I think it was.
All right. The next question is, what's going to happen when they do reunite?
That is the question.
What happens when you take a massive power of magic and slam it into a massive power of souls?
Ripping it apart the first time, allegedly, didn't kill anyone.
What would putting
Yeah,
it
but
back
that's when
together
things were
do?
balanced.
Do you think putting it back together will balance it? If you have deficits on both
So we'd have to
sides,
rebalance it first.
But how the heck do you do that?
I don't know. We'll have to ask another god.
Well,
You know, with
first
the
off, we would need to move.
emergency, with the one that has the hammer and the glass case that says "break in case of emergency."
which one is that? Which god do you want to talk
What?
to now?
We're already planning to go talk to Secker. You said they have a backup plan.
They do?
That's what the Soul Gate's for. That's why we're gonna go see them,
Oh, okay.
right?
Sure.
Or a failsafe, you said.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Uh, you know what? I don't want to say it. Ducky should say it.
Hey, what?
What's in the book?
In the car. I'll go get it.
Oh God. I hope the failsafe isn't what I just thought it might be.
Oh, I'm reading it.
We might be going full Final Fantasy VII, you guys.
What does that even mean?
Never played Final Fantasy, so I have no idea.
Neither did I, but I read about it because it was very famous and a lot of my friends liked that particular one.
Hmm.
We're sucking power out of the earth.
saving all the souls by discorporeal by dis inco- by removing them from their corporeal form, discorporealization.
I mean, that would imply you'd have to kill them.
Yup.
Or be there when they're dead. Or died, killed.
I don't think we have enough time for that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm reading through this and I'm looking.
It's the last one.
It's in the last one.
It's just the last section. Just read the last one to them. They'll get it.
Build gate, make sure it is sturdy. My lady told me no matter what happened to make sure souls have a way to get to us. They shall know death, and death shall know life, for life is just the other side of death. What will happen? Hell said and event is going to happen that will change us all. That when it happens to be with her, no matter what, I will follow the T. Make the gate, or make gate, and my followers shall follow me. For the devout shall live in death. She said that we will need help. I will need to find worthy souls. I pick them and give them to her. She sorts them and gives them to the gods. Champions, she says. Champions for some stupid thing. Lady give order, sector follow.
We are the failsafe. We quite literally are the failsafe.
Congratulations, you figured it out.
Oh. Well, we're boned.
Yep.
You are the failsafe. Because literally, when they have tried everything else, and everything else has failed, they have to rely on mortals.
So then why are we building the gate again?
Because I presume Sekar will be able to get us to the other side. If souls can travel between both sides to Sekar and Hell, why couldn't he get us to the other side?
It says, make sure souls have a way to get to us. So that means that there theoretically is
A way.
from both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not a one-way thing. It's not that souls aren't being recycled in this world. Instead, each time they are, there's fewer of them because more of them go to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Same with magic.
Which means...
I have one more question.
What?
Is Io on the other side?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
He's probably in the shell without a meteor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which is why they're...
He has...
I have one more question.
What's up?
Is this guy from the other side? And I point to our dragon-born compatriot.
No. Avroth is from a bygone era.
Drone.
From
As
a
long
time
as it's
long
not
past.
timed, as long as it's simply time
wait.
dilation and not time travel.
What's up?
Avroth,
never.
I'm truly sorry for your loss.
As in, I'm from the past?
Yes.
From here.
Yes. When everything was different. Vastly different. When there was a place... When there were different gods and goddesses. When there were lady statues and people that loved to play pranks. When there were cultists and a little elf that liked to play tricks. I know your story, but but I was
And a
not there
dwarf
for
that
it.
loved to scream.
And a flashbang.
Is there some sort of inside joke here I'm missing?
No, don't worry about it.
I can't
I
believe
really-
you're doing this, Ad. That's actually kind of insane.
Hang on. Does this mean this is the same Azeroth? Out of character. From the Waterdeep campaign?
Yes.
Yes, it is most certainly.
I thought you knew that.
I knew it was the same stat blocks. I didn't realize it was the same.
Yes. It is
Yes,
the same
I
thing.
am the dragon fucker.
Dragon fucker.
Ah,
I'm glad I made that a thing.
If there are actually dragons on the other side, I have no idea.
Oh,
Though there is one thing I do have to warn you about.
what is that?
The other side. It's different. When I
No
tell
magic.
you, not only that, when I tell you that it is the
Oh, good.
Underdark remastered.
Meaning?
We you
They
see,
renovated the Underdark.
you've heard stories of the caverns of the Dark Elves.
Mhm.
Think of that, but the whole world.
Exciting. Sounds like there are new things to hunt.
Things in the dark that go bump.
So does that mean this plane is hollow?
I'd
No.
rather not have people hunt me, thank you.
Uh, let's not go there.
I'm trying very hard not to. I'm
It's
very much trying hard not to.
it is not hollow. The world is not hollow.
World was flat.
Uh,
It's flat.
it is just inverted. The one you are going to is caves and barren.
Oh, so that's the hollow Earth.
No, stop it.
Stop. Stop. Let's not go down this train of thought.
Okay, I'm gonna
Down?
stop thinking now.
We're going down?
Well, you might be.
Look,
So it's
we
hollow.
know what we need to do. We need to assemble the Death Gate, go to the other side, find whatever is causing the control of magic to be out of whack, rectify it, and then what? Are y'all just gonna handle the rest?
Once all of us are back together, I assume there will be some thoughts had.
So how are y'all gonna get everyone back together if some of y'all are stuck on one side and some of y'all are stuck on this side?
We gotta go kill some gods, drag them through hell, and bring them back here and resuscitate them.
Not quite.
What?
Assuming that you guys do your job.
Wait, you're expecting us to kill gods?
No. My job is to find Vrisis. On this side or off this side. On this side or on the other side.
What if Versus is on neither of them?
I will find him. I
What if
always.
he's also in the shell?
It would be inconvenient. But I have a way in.
Doesn't involve blowing up the planet, does
No,
it?
don't worry.
I
I have
presume
more than
not.
enough magical energy here to do what I need. Which is my other thing. We need to start using magic.
We use plenty.
We need to use it but to get it to cycle through. But in using it, we actually cause even more to flow through. That is a conundrum.
It is quite vexing.
Eventually, enough magic might build up to just burn the world.
Unless we can find means of storing it, like that pit fiend.
Yes, but unfortunately, it is not in my best interest to converse with that necromancer. Ugh. If there was
Yeah,
a man
well,
that was close to godhood, it would be that man.
well, you might need to swallow your pride on that, considering the world is close to ending.
What?
Now on that, how close are we?
The what?
The world ending.
Hmm, unsure.
Oh, that's fun.
Hmm.
Would what if we like found some way of transporting magic through the gate, just like ourselves?
You'd have to get the gate up.
Yep.
And the gate only
Yeah.
transports souls.
But if
What if we
we
Souls
kill the
had
don't
it
have
souls?
in some
magic.
other form,
Or if we could create synthetic souls that aren't actual souls, but just. Anyway, it sounds like we don't have time to go to Denmark, so we better just be on our way.
What if the other pieces are in Denmark?
No, they're in. Hang on, am I getting my places my places mixed up?
No,
They're
Because we're still
in
missing a
they're in
couple
Dayren.
pieces.
They're in Dayren, yeah. So we don't need to go to Denmark.
Oh, why
I
don't
mean,
you take a trip to Dayren, Denmark? It's so beautiful this time of year.
I mean, to be
Because the
fair, a
world's
ship to
about to
Denmark, we
explode.
need to,
We got bigger problems.
considering the pathing, a trip down to Denmark, and then we go over to Dayrun from there.
I mean, it's literally like on the way.
Mm,
We're gonna need more time.
Axel is less than thrilled about this.
We're gonna
Me
need more
personally,
time to
I'm
train.
excited.
We're gonna need more time to train anyways. Who knows what we're gonna find on the other side?
I guess
I
we
am
still
sure
technically
that
need
with
longer, so
your time, it will be fine. It'll give you guys some time to also equip yourselves. You might find some good goodies down there, and also get some information. It'll also give me some time to go ahead and give you a time frame.
Mm.
Please keep the crystal ball. It will give me a chance to get in touch with you, or you
I was
in
gonna
touch with
say,
me.
are you gonna give us that crystal ball you came in on? Because it'd be really hard to track you down otherwise.
Don't worry, I have ways of contacting people.
I'm sure.
The father of travel. Come on.
I mean, if you're the father of travel and you need to use a
Wait,
magic,
before you go,
Yes,
um, what do you know? You're like the god of knowledge, right? You know a
yes,
lot of things, right?
many things.
Many years ago in Lore, Fiend was released upon the city. I know that it was summoned there, but I don't know by whom.
Hmm. Ah, yes, oh, that fiend incident. Most unfortunate. I heard that
Yeah,
Artemis helped you with that. That was very, very fortunate. Hmm. He squints his eyebrows, closes his eyes, and just like puts his fingers to his forehead and like massages them as he's like pretend flipping through pages with his other hand. Um, let's see. This was a classified case. Ah, I see why it was classified. Are you sure you want this information?
I think a lot of us do, actually.
I think you already know the answer to this question. It was the fun-loving necromancer that we all really, really want to get to know more of.
Lord Dominic.
Yes. You already knew. Told
I had
you.
my suspicions.
Yes. Lord Dominic. Lord Dominic loves to stick his fingers in everything.
Finger in his weird holes.
So wait, Lord Dominic was involved in pretty much all of our backstories, right?
Not mine.
No.
Not
No.
mine.
Or it was a few different people. No, whenever we had the sword said same different same summoner, different circumstances with a couple different people
Same summoner, different circumstances for everybody.
for everyone.
He's touched every single person's soul in some
Maybe.
way, shape, or form.
Oh.
Not that I'm aware of. Unless I forgot.
I think we all forgot because it's been half a
It's
year
been a
since we've
hot
touched
minute.
it.
Yeah, it's been a
Oh,
while. He goes ahead and he goes ahead and flips through some more pages, and he says, um, David Erickson, your father was sent by Lord Dominic. Unfortunate. The envoy was definitely not an accident. The whole fall, the whole issue was ordered by him. The whole thing. The whole thing was his plan. Let's see. Uh, Bren, the mission that killed your wife? Ah, yes. He was there in the background waiting for it. I'm surprised he didn't do the killing blow himself. Vice, I think you'll be
Yes.
entertained to hear this part.
Oh.
The scavengers that are trying to take your place in Denmark right now. The agents of his.
I simply won't do.
Yes, they're getting aggressive. I would let Cecil know that they're getting out for blood now. So yes, Dominic has many hands and many pies. He's also the reason why Sigmund went ahead and split the continent.
it wasn't
Oh.
Sigmund's choice.
It was. How do you think Sigmund got the power?
Do you know why he did that?
Absolutely not. I bet Icer does.
And well, she rarely wanted to talk about anything regarding that.
Reasonably so. Siegfried did betray her after all.
How so?
And it seemed like they were too upset to see each other, though.
Well, family is still family.
Family is still family. At the time, Sigmund and Siegfried were, well, less than friendly, and Sigmund and Aisha were out to do a mission to kill something. A legend of some sort. Sigmund betrayed them. She went to get Siegfried's help. Siegfried found them, or helped track them. Siegfried stopped her from killing him.
Telling who?
Sigmund.
Hmm.
And then he split the continent. It was unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah, well, it sounds like there's a lot of unfortunate circumstances going around.
This world is full of unfortunates. But we only have fortunates looking forward. No kings, no reigning monarchs, no everythings.
Well, none of that's gonna matter if this quote-unquote failsafe doesn't work.
You mean if we fail?
Yes.
I mean, I would hope we have something fortunate to look forward to, because if we don't, everyone's gonna die.
Uh,
Well, then, don't fail.
Yeah,
or
easier
at
said than
least,
done. You're not
or
having the
at-
entire universe shouldered upon you.
Actually, I would like to let you know that I have more than just the entire universe shouldered on me.
I was going to point out he's the
Yeah.
one who's using magic to hold everything together
Well,
till
you
it
know what?
exists.
You're a literal god. We're just a bunch of mortals.
Yes, that's why we're
Speak for
helping you.
yourself.
It's absurd.
You know what else is absurd?
What?
Rutabagas, they're really absurd. But not as absurd as kohlrabi.
I was going to say strawberries.
Why are strawberries
What's wrong
absurd?
with strawberries?
Why are
I
they
know
called
they have-
strawberries when there's nothing straw about them?
Because I think they were originally grazed in like straw mulch beds.
Hmm. Unfortunate.
Whatever.
Any more questions for me before I go? I have a meeting with Archimedes.
Questions for you.
Do you have a boat we can take?
We don't need one. We're going with, what's her name?
Don't you
Licia.
have a boat with Licia?
Yeah, but their boat's slow and dark and gloomy.
Our
It's
boat's
not
not
slow.
slow.
It's not slow. It's very fast.
It's actually extremely fast. It's faster than normal boats. A trip that would
It's
take
not,
you.
It's not a real boat, anyways.
It's not. It's really not.
Questions. So many questions.
A
I
boat.
already asked mine.
Are we getting paid for any of this?
Well, yeah.
I sure hope so. We're gonna go save the damaged universe. We better be set for freaking life.
There's the whole
Is
world
there
is
any?
fake
I
and
have.
all you
I
can
have.
think
I have
about
a
is the
question for the god of knowledge.
Yes.
Am I missing anything on my current understanding of color theory?
Ooh, that is a good question. I've looked over it plenty of times. I really like it. Though, I would say you should finish it.
Finish it.
Yes.
Okay, you asked for this, Nessa.
I need it finished. I don't have a finished copy of it.
I've emailed it to you and sent it to you over Discord.
I don't have it. I
We
can't
sat
find
down.
it.
We sat down. I will send. I have printed off a copy in front of me right now. I will send you. You were just looking at it, weren't you? When you were like
I
this color and
was.
that color.
I was looking at an older version.
Okay, well here I'll send you it again in the Discord. I can make more colors if you want me to.
No. I just I needed a newer version of it. So I could put it in my fucking uh it's been 2 hours. So I could put it in my goddamn stupid fucking folder.
Okay, well you have it now.
Oh my god, I
There.
do. It's pretty. Okay, I was right. Man.
Oh, here it is.
Who left?
I have no idea.
Not
Bye,
I.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. It's been 2 hours.
It has.
Alright, if there's no other questions for Farlongen. Thank you.
The only other question I might have is what he could tell me about the demon, if he could tell me anything about it.
There has been no study on the demon, because the demon has not been out.
The demon has been. That's why they tried to get a hold of it.
Yeah.
They wanted to study it, and Lauren promptly booked it.
That is essentially it. They just want. Farlangen says they would like to scan him.
Yeah, well, they could have asked a little bit more nicely.
He was not aware of the tactics that they went about it because all he had said was, I would like to see a Lauren at all costs.
That's really funny.
He was not aware of the circumstances in which he had to say at all costs.
Oh.
So when he said, like, at all costs, I guess he had to, like, specify, like, nicely. Apparently his people are just like, the dean said so we must do the so's. And and he's like, I just said I wanted to see him. I didn't need you to kidnap him for me. He's like, yeah, I just needed to scan you. That's all. Like a simple
Oh,
scan spell, like it's not harmful. It literally just you sit in a spot for like 2 minutes and then that's it.
well, if your folks want to do that at some point,
Oh no,
you're more
nobody's
than
at
welcome to.
at the college anymore. Like all things are going to the preservation of the plane.
Yeah, understandably.
Like I don't care about the demon anymore.
Fair enough. Not his problem.
Like your demon can die in a ditch for all I care.
It's not a problem until it gets loose.
Yeah, even if it does, I really give two shits.
It's
It,
funny.
it honestly, if it gets loose, good for it. It has a better chance of living than I do.
Why is that?
If the plane explodes, nothing's gonna exist, including the gods.
Yeah, I know, but why is it gonna have a better chance to survive?
It might have a space immunity, I don't know.
And space.
It might be able to breathe in non-air. Fuck if I know.
You're a god and you're limited by corporeal?
I'm
Although I
assuming
suppose
it's
with the
limited by the nature of, like, they draw power from their followers, so if there is no followers, then there is
fair.
no
If there's
nothing.
no mortals, there's nothing for us to draw on.
Yeah. They'll just either go into dormancy for the rest of eternity or just straight up cease to exist.
At least until our entity creates another universe or whatever. Another
Creator.
plane.
What you're saying is the gods have a god?
Yes, we do. Did you not know that?
I mean, I did, but why? Where did he come from? Does he have a god?
No.
Hey, let's not.
No, he does not. He is just an entity.
He is everything.
I don't even know if it's a he. It's a
Not even here. I presume they don't use pronouns.
no,
It is an
them.
it.
It
It is a
thing.
concept.
We just call it
Anyways, is
one.
that everything?
Yeah. Is anybody else have anything?
Nope.
Okay, cool. You guys can take a long rest. The Farlangen goes away. Vecna goes away. Alexandria takes you guys to your rooms, and that's where we're gonna go ahead and end.
Don't forget about at some point this week. I want to have a conversation with Alexandria.
That's fine. Just let me know when you're free. Not today.
Got it. Yeah, I know. Alrighty. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Okay.
See y'all later.
Bye. Love you all.